Cat, you all good for ready up?
Crab invite me again. It failed first time. It said connection failed.
Okay.
That's actually impossible.
Sense again.
Рамич, мы идем как играть? Какие нации?
Япов бери.
Окей.
Hmm.
Да?
Не, мы идем, ну, как хотим, так и, ну, два острова Яп.
Cocky? Translator?
Wait, I want to see. I want to see how good my foreign language skills are. Did you just ask? Are you connecting to the game?
No.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I'm gonna try it again.
Probably, I guess.
Okay. We're all readied up. Sent another invite.
Yeah, it fails to join. Who's the host, by the way?
It's
Netherlands. So it's close to
Wait, who?
Mark.
Oh yeah.
He isn't even in the server list.
I don't know for you. Did you restart your game? Because he's in the Netherlands, and if you're like in Ukraine or Russia, it should be really close.
You should rehost, it's just the bug of the game. Sometimes it doesn't appear in the list.
I guess, Baron, restart the game. Everybody, please. Okay. I guess just restart it. Let's rehost also.
Restart?
Cocky, yeah, please restart the game. Just clear it, and let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I probably filled up my fucking RAM just being in the lobby.
What? 1 megabyte of RAM?
Honestly, if I leave my game on overnight and I try to open it, like, and I'll be on it after it's on for the whole night, it'll be so laggy. I think that the fucking lobby uses like several gigabytes of RAM.
Oh my god.
Hey, you gotta fucking render those high definition lobby
Yeah,
pictures.
yeah, that 2005, whatever the fuck. Kind of. Oh my god.
12.
So, tomato.
No.
Potato. Nobody says potato though.
Yeah.
Some say taters.
Potato.
Wait, what happened to the lobby?
He restarted. Restart your game, and he's gonna rehost. Just please close it down and bring it up.
Yeah, wait till everyone is in the server list and only then host.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, yeah, everybody go to the server list.
What?
We don't host yet
Standing
until
by.
they say to.
Yeah, we're gonna wait till everybody's in like the server list so we can see like the list of all the games, and then he's gonna host.
You guys like that burp?
That was good. Alright, I'm in the server list.
Same, I guess.
Such hot HD.
Red 4 standing by.
I hear my RAM melting.
Why is
Oh,
my
you
ping
good.
to all these servers like 900?
Because they're probably on more.
Everybody on the server list?
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, host. Host. Utah 125. PP. Lobby's up.
Alright, connecting.
Same.
Jen, do you still smoke?
Yeah, I literally am right now.
Oh, good. I've started rolling my own cigarettes. I'm actually pretty.
How
used
is
to
that
a while
good?
ago, I
Really?
got back into it. Oh, it's because I have somebody to connect to. I'm just trying to make friends.
Yeah, connecting
Honestly,
about inhaling carcinogenic
Honest-
substances.
honestly,
What
if you
the
wanna
fuck? Guys, I'm in lobby, but I don't see myself, sir.
get out and rejoin.
Zaydi.
Yeah, Vlados is not one of them. Oh, there's
Okay.
Ice. There we go.
Yeah, yes, for some reason game.
More like cock revenge, because his penis is so big.
Oh wait, is there a password in this lobby?
Nah,
No.
dude, it's just Mark. His name is just Mark.
Here, I'll send
Mark
you a-
Rutty.
Yeah, for some reason.
Mark
game
Rutt?
for me.
Yeah,
Playing
I
on
wrote
Utah,
that.
though.
Oh,
Yeah,
there we go. Okay.
We were playing on a different map.
Woman.
Everybody
it is
ready?
though. It is Utah.
Guys.
They said
No,
it's
we were-
Utah.
We were gonna play on.
Oh yeah. I
Didn't
thought-
Ramos select a different map?
I thought
No, it was a different map first. And then
Let's
it
see
was
now.
Utah, so I changed it to Utah.
Oh my god, lobby simulator, holy fuck.
Oh, yes.
Dude, honestly, that is what Men of War is. I
Mm.
guarantee, like, I have at least 500 hours in the lobby.
I
alone.
know, right? Just fucking
Probably like 1,000 hours in the lobby.
just sending death threats casually, receiving abuse. Oh my god.
I'm gonna send some death threats to Captain Branchman. Don't tell him.
I mean, I think he's
You're gonna send me death
listening.
threats.
So yeah, I think he's listening. What the fuck?
I'm
you just
speaking
gotta
to you
death
right now. You're gonna send me death threats?
No, hey, nobody tell him that I'm sending him death threats.
Yeah.
Are you stupid? I'm right
Shush.
Shh, shh, shh. If you
here.
if you don't tell him, he can't hear you.
Yeah. So where's the other
He's coming right now. He always has like a
Ah, there it is.
Oh.
thank God. All right.
Oh,
Select your shit, Jen. Jen.
Oh god,
shit.
Ostfront, AIDS department.
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
Go to different
Those are the red
road.
sounds.
Good luck, gents. I'm gonna go to
Yeah,
admin.
good luck. Have fun.
yeah.
Oh baby. All right. It's just me right now. It is just me. Alright, here we go. So this is the final, semi-final match. It's going to be Ukraine bias with Ukraine bias. Oh. We lost a player? Huh. Huh.
To
Alright.
Just
losing
fucking-
my
Yeah.
Oh, but by the way, the boost
Um,
thing you're talking about, since you self-destruct the crates, you instantly get payback. So I was testing it earlier. In the first minute of the game, if you spam like
Mhm.
6 ammo crates, 12 dudes, about one squad of the ammo
Mhm.
crate, you will
But just-
literally double your MP that you
Restart my
count.
game.
That comes-
Restart my game. I'm gonna tell
Same
them-
here.
Okay.
Please do. All of you, please restart the game.
Alright, I'm restarting my game.
Мгм.
And
Да, раньше тоже перезапусти игру.
Уже перезапустил. Уже лобби. Знаешь, эта хуйня на SSD стоит.
There we go.
Alright, game restarted. I'm in the lobby. I'm gonna tell them to do the same. Alright, I'm in the.
I'm gonna try it out if
restarted, I'm in the lobby.
when we go access. I'm gonna try it.
Mm,
I'm just gonna meme it. I don't care. I'm just gonna meme.
mm.
Get a big meme.
Should I just host, Baron?
Are you guys all in the lobby?
No, we
No,
didn't
restarted
host.
the
But
game.
should I?
Wait, stand by.
Should I host?
I'm in lobby.
If you think your stuff is good, Jen, then I mean it's up to you guys. But you guys are pretty
I-
close.
I mean, let's see how it goes for them. Yeah, Rocky, invite please if you're in the lobby. Invite us.
No, oh, I meant in the big lobby.
Wait, Greenie,
Yeah.
can you invite me? If they, I mean,
I'm in. I'm not. Is Baron hosting the one?
I don't know. I could try because I'm closer to Ukraine than Baron.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Jen. Yeah. Would you mind?
Goodbye, my
And
pig.
maybe the Dutch intelligence services are like checking.
Just all of them.
You never know.
Jen for MI17. or whatever.
Why are you
Yes,
talking Ukraine?
yes. MH17, yes. No, but
Why are you
those
talking
were
Ukraine?
Russian separatists.
Mm. God damn it! I mean, it's
Genesis.
up now.
Okay. So.
Jen, have you ever noticed that that Genesis sounds like genital cyst?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I would
Pretty
actually. Yeah.
He's named after his mom.
Yeah, yeah. Suck my ass bag.
I'm joining.
Jen, enable spectators.
I know. Just
Okay.
give me a second.
Do it.
What is it? 100 CP or and
It's everything's
6,000
everything's
CP?
default besides victory points.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna invite Cat right now.
Nope. Alliances and
Just allies,
go.
access, allies.
yeah. I know.
Bad
Sh-
host.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, wrong.
Bad
Okay.
host.
I mean, yeah, pretty close, I guess. Oh my god, what the fuck? No problems?
What?
Best host, question mark? Choose your faction. Fagot. Go. We ready?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, ready
Go.
to go.
I'm gonna be so based.
Go.
Good to go.
Good to go.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
go.
jump into the other chat. Good luck.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, have
Good
fun
play.
spectating and
Good luck.
Yeah.
Thanks
He's
for
the only.
good luck and good luck, guys.
I think so. Yeah, good.
Oh, baby. Baby. Ah. It's hard to hear me? Okay. Oh, I know why. Okay, yeah, it's because I was using the wrong mic. I got the right mic now. All right, here we go. So, looks like they're all loading in. Yeah, we got Ukraine second semifinal game. Ukraine bias versus Loom Bandits. Spuck isn't here, so we got Rock River, who's gonna be holy shit, he's gonna be taking over for Spuck or alternating for Spuck right now. And even although Rock lives in the United States, Rock has probably one of the worst internet connections I've ever seen in my life, and a computer. We see that even Roma, who has so much issue with connecting, is even doing a better job right now than Rock's computer. But we love you, Rock. Oh, who's gonna win? Let's see. Roma won. Roma's computer won. I'm just joking around, but all right. Yeah, we have Loom Bandits, who is a mostly European team besides Rock and their normal player. Spuck is also a US based player versus Ukraine bias, which is a Eastern European team with a US player as well. Both good teams. Both played in the last tournament. Vlad and Mark played in Loom Bandits last game. Oh, they have the same name from last tournament too last year. Both of them do, Ukraine bias and Loom Bandits. Oh, please. Please, please, please. Is it gonna happen? Oh, and we're in. Holy shit. We're in. All right. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do the best. So we're on the map Utah. 3v3. See what happens. All right. So we got Rock River coming in with the. So we have Axis for allies. Loom Bandits are the allies. 2 Americas and 1 Soviet, normal Soviet, versus Ukraine bias, which are Axis. ICE is the Japanese, and two Ostfront, which is we were talking about it yesterday in yesterday's game. That's a little different, not common. You got Baron here, Mark, aka Mark with the USA, bringing in Devil's Brigade. Oh Jesus. Then we got Vlad over here, more Devil's Brigade, and Rock coming in with the Shock SMG. Yeah, he's normal Soviets. Now let's go over to Ukraine bias's side. We got Roma, the famous Roma, coming in with the veteran Jaeger. He's got veteran Jaeger running up. Then we got Cat coming over here, I think with probably the same thing. Veteran Grenadiers. Looks like Cat, no, Cat brought in a squad. He just has them all spread out. Yeah, more veteran Jaeger. Going straight for the center. Rock's guys are running through. And then we have Ice over here. He's playing the Japanese. He went with Imperial Guard. That's unique. I usually do not see Imperial Guard so early, at least in my experience. You don't see them so early in the game. But they're going to be very good infantry for taking on these Devil's Brigade. That's probably at least what you'd want going up against them. And like if he had suicide chargers, that fight would not go well in their favor. So Ice is looking like he's going to be a little slow to getting in the center. He's kind of got 2 points in front of him. His Imperial Guard just got to their natural on this side. It's kind of a funky side for them. Oh yeah, and is this the radio guy? Nope, this is not the radio guy. Alright, we got Vlad. He's going to put his Devil's Brigade in this trench here. But Ice has cover right here too in the form of this steel wall. Looks like the Devil's Brigade are going to win this engagement. And the east side looks like it very well might fold for Ukraine bias, kind of right off the bat. Ice bringing in more Imperial Guard. Let's see. On the front, on the west side, we got Roma's Jaeger. Have taken this trench, using it to their advantage. And Rock's Shock SMG crawling through the smoke towards the trench line right now. At this point, Echo is firmly in Ukraine bias's control. However, the one that's right next to it, which is a little bit further south, it looks like Loom Bandits are taking it. Rock has a rifleman in there taking it. Ukraine bias has a natural right here that they could grab. I'm sure they got a guy heading over towards it. And when you're so focused on the front, sometimes you don't see these naturals, you know, that are just right there and right in your nose. They get neglected until somebody finally notices. I've got Cat in the center point, alpha point. He's got a MG42 veteran Jaeger to the rear of it, and his men are really nicely spread out here. I think that's Devil's Brigade mortar calling. Yeah, it is. We got Devil's Brigade right here. Where's the radio operator? Oh, he's somewhere. The radio operator is somewhere around here. Was this him? Yeah. I'm sure he's going to be put to a lot of use here. Pretty cool position here with the church. They got a stone wall here. Cat doesn't really have too much. I mean, he's got good concealment, but not really too good of cover. But I mean, he's making up for that by spreading his guys out so much. And the Ukraine bias is firmly in control right now, firmly in control of this alpha point, the center point. Okay. Let's see what we got going on. Over here on the Delta Point, looks like Ice has moved in and taken it. Although it's kind of a flimsy control right now. Looks like Mark's building a sandbag line to continue this stone wall, and that's going to put a lot of fire, a lot of good like defensive positions overwatching this point. You know, and with this, I see it probably swinging back into Loom Bandits' favor for this Delta Point. Yeah, unless Ice does something similar, you know, because you can't just run these guys up to the woods. At some point, this is all going to be destroyed. All this foliage and stuff. Yeah, I just see this. Unless Ice does something similar with like defensive positions or maybe even further back, something like that, I see them probably losing this here pretty soon. Oh wow. But we have over here Vlad on the far east. He's really exploiting this pocket he has. Oh, SSD coming in from Ice. The infamous. It's going to cook that Devil's Brigade. He's chasing him. I don't know if they have anything that can stop it. In fact, I don't think they do. Yeah, these guys are just going to get cooked. Unless the rifle grenade... No, it's not. So Vlad's going to lose these Devil's Brigade over here. Oh, what's going on here? TNT, TNT. Here we go. Alright, and he wasn't able to drop. I'm sure he's pretty frustrated about that. Ice could totally push this. Oh, whoa, what the heck was that? Oh no, that was probably a drop. Oh no, it wasn't. Thank God. Thank God. Well, there goes the SSD. However, oh, Roma and Ice, that really good teamwork. Right after SSD's gone, Roma bringing up a half-track, a little shorter one with the, I think it has a 42 on it, yeah. And just posting it up here is going to keep these mostly infantry at bay here in the wood line. Yeah, Vlad's bringing up a lot. You know, he's just going to fortify. He's bringing up a ton of infantry over here. It's going to be a thorn in Ukraine Bias's side. Let's see. Right now, it's 5-6. It was for a little bit. Looks like it was for a little bit in Loom Bandits' favor. They got 11 points to Ukraine Bias's 1. However, Ukraine Bias now has 6 victory points that they control. And the ticker will start going up in their favor. Let's look at the line here. Roma has a pretty cool, or has taken control of this line. So got these two guys kind of staring each other down. Let's see what's going on in the alpha point in the center. Alright, yeah, Ukraine Bias holding on to the alpha point. Looks like Mark's trying to... That's probably... No, that's going to be a frag. But that guy's already dead. I mean, if he can sneak him up there, he can probably sneak more guys into it. Especially with some smoke. He's got a half-track over here with a 50. Kind of suppressing Roma's troops, or no, Cat's troops. Look how Cat has his guys spread out like that. That's nice. That looks good. Some good micro. Has them spread out, pushing forward, keeping the pressure on them. Yeah, so far it's definitely anybody's game, I'd say still. Although in victory points controlled, it's going against, you know, it's in Ukraine Bias's favor, and in map control as well. The entire middle, 3 middle points are held by Ukraine Bias. But the flanks, I mean, they have these flanks, and it's putting a huge bulge in their line. You know, so if they can exploit these, we'll see what Loom Bandits can do. This western kind of point that's putting a sticker in their line is not as doesn't look as well kind of like fleshed out yet as Baron's side or Genesis side. Vlad the Inhaler on the eastern side of the map. Okay, we have Vlad bringing up the T48, the 57. Is that a 57? Is that a 57? Looks huge. Like I said, that's a 57. The half track that has a 57 cannon in it. Let's see what we got. What do we got that's coming up? Loom Bandits, not so much on their side, bringing up whatever. What is that? A mortar, I think, or is that a Dishka? Yeah, it's a Dishka. And we have Roma here. No, Cat bringing up a Pack 36 and a half track full of Jägersbear. The Gebsjägers. I can't say them correctly. Oh, and he's swapping them out to use it, I think. Yeah. Yeah, for that better efficiency with using these guns. So he's swapping it out. The support tank, the veteran tank crew, he swapped him out. Gonna put him in the half track. And Gebsjäger heading up to the front. Looks like he's splitting them up, going towards Alpha and going, and he's gonna hold them in reserve. Looks like. We got Ice here. He really likes these Imperial Guard. A little different, definitely a little different playstyle than what we see most Japanese players do, which is like bring in the Suicide Chargers. I haven't seen any Suicide Chargers so far. It's mostly been Imperial Guard mostly, and then like maybe some riflemen, normal riflemen. Oh, these are Imperial Guard too. Yeah, he just really likes the Imperial Guard. So different playstyle. That's nice to see. Excuse me. I think I'm sipping my coffee. Oh, Dark Wolf, welcome. I see you in the chat. All right. Yeah, we got Roma coming in with the. This is a nice. I like this Puma. The Puma with the 75 on it. Just called it in. We'll see. We'll see what he's going to be doing with that. Again, not too much coming in from on the Loom Bandit side. I don't know if they're saving up or are they kind of shot for MP right now. I'm not too sure. The only thing we're seeing coming to the front, or maybe they just don't need anything right now. Which I would say they do. Oh, they're losing a point. Okay, here we go. So it's 5-5 now. Shifted back. This Delta point is shifted back into control of Loom Bandits. Yeah, and he's got this nice sandbag, emplacements to the rear of it. He can just keep pushing guys up here, and I mean, look at this. This is just. I think this looks really nice. This is gonna help them hold on to this big time, especially this early kind of game. We're only 9 minutes in, less than 10. Yeah, I just don't think like for Ice, it's just gonna be so much harder getting guys in here and just keeping them in there. If he doesn't have any like emplacements behind here to, and he's doing it. He's making emplacements. I think probably like a big long sandbag line. I think they're cycling the pause to kind of help with the. Yeah, I think they're cycling the pause to help with the lag. Honestly, not a bad idea. I think I can see where people would not like that though. What do we got here? Who the T48 was killed by what? Oh, it was killed by a AT rifle. Ice micro that AT rifle. Let's see, where is it? Oh, here it is. So he snuck it up and took it out. Pretty vulnerable there, I think. Just kind of leaving it there, but I mean, yeah, I probably would have moved, wanted to move it back, but I mean, we'll see. I think I was keeping Ice's guys kind of at bay. Oh, and they took out that half track there. Let's see what we got. Here comes Cat with that Ostfront vehicle. I guess the Wehrmacht get it too, but the this is what's kind of cool about the Ostfront, I think, is they get these weird like Puma vehicles. It's come up with the Pack 40 on the Puma chassis. Looks like it's going center. Aroma's bringing that 75 on the to the west. Let's see what's going on for Loom Bandits side. Okay, here we go. We got some nice reinforcements. Rock River bringing in, I think he did the 234 platoon or 234 by. I think it's I can't remember. I don't really know exactly, but I think it's an MP buy or a SP buy for like 3 of them. So he's got that coming up, going to the west. Looks like that point that he had is now 100%. His troops are all gone along here. Is gonna totally go to Ukraine bias. So they, jeez, they will lose this Charlie point. Loom Bandits. This will 100% go to Ukraine bias at least on the west for right now. 4-5 in favor of Ukraine bias at the moment. The Delta point looks like it's going to go back to Loom Bandits, and he's even making defenses in the cap zone. Good idea, I think. I think that's a really good idea. He's not making like sandbags. I think this is some type of trench he's digging. Oh, here we go. Yep, here's the long trench. That is indeed what he was doing, and he's got to put like a machine gun or some Imperial Guard in there. Oh, I love seeing Japanese armor in play. Ice with the Ho-I 75mm cannon. Kind of overwatching. I wonder if he's gonna make a push. Look, he's got a nice like massing of infantry here. I wonder if he's gonna do a push on the Bravo point. But then Vlad has he has a lot of stuff too, but not too much in reserve. They're pretty much all here on the front. He's got these Marines making the sandbag line. Mixed match infantry in the woods. We'll see what they're planning. Mark coming up with an M4 Sherman, just a basic normal M4 Sherman. Rock's got a T-34 in reserve. I think good. In my opinion, this is what you do with armor, and I don't know what the hell I'm really doing. So you guys can have different opinions, but keeping the armor back, I think, is definitely the better play. Because if you just kind of have it on the front, it's just like a big, it's just a big target, man. You just it seems like they're pretty easily snuck up on and destroyed. If you're keeping them on the front. So this is a good play to keep it kind of in the rear and reserve, I think, at least for right now. Let's see, what is Vlad come up with the M8 Scott. It's cool to see. It's shooting at something. Oh, it's indirect firing Willie Pete onto ICE's positions. And we got the Ho-I pushing far east. Try to get an angle on something. Let's see, Vlad's bringing stuff up to directly challenge ICE. What is it? It's armored rifleman. Oh, and they're doing the CP. He's keeping, yeah, because they're below. He's below 50 right now, so he's keeping the officer in the back. And I can't remember the number. I think it's like 10. You got 10 back or something like that. No, 3, 2, 1. Explained it to me yesterday. I'm gonna have to rewatch that just so I can learn exactly how you do that. And we got ICE over here using the Ho-I to suppress these Marines at the sandbag emplacement. It doesn't look like they have any armor really to counter it besides this M8 Scott that's moving up. What's it loaded with? That's heat. Yeah, he's moving. He's moving that Scott up to take out this Ho-I, and that Ho-I will absolutely die to that heat. He could probably shoot. I wonder if he could shoot a high explosive at it. Probably kill it. ICE keeping it back a little bit. I don't know if he sees the M8 Scott. He's not direct controlling it. Oh, there we go. Hit. Wow, and it's still alive. Wow. Let's go ahead and check the center. Center going back to Loom Bandits. No, center going back to Ukraine bias. Cats in there taking it back. I guess Loom Bandits did decap it. So it's going back to Ukraine bias. Ho-I now in control of ICE. Pushing up. I think the Scott's still around. And Vlad's direct controlling the M8. Oh, here we go. And he's just not penning it. I mean, I thought they're oh, SP for 3. Okay. Okay. Oh, but the Hoai took out the Scott. Is that thing decrewed? No, it's just I think it's dead. Yeah. Just one shot of the Scott. I thought that the M8 was going to take that, to be honest, but let's see what's going on. Got a mark on the on Cat's Puma with the 40, the pack 40 in it. I don't think it's it's shooting at something armored. Shooting at the M4 Sherman. I think he just banked it. Did it hit, or did it just impact here? I didn't see. The Sherman has kind of a cool look, I think, but he's Mark's backing up his Sherman, trying to take it out of range. He didn't back it up too much. Where is it? Oh no! And they lost the Puma. The Puma did get lost. Now the Sherman's engaging that whoa, man, that's a cool. I don't play Osprey very much, so this is I didn't realize that it has this. This whatever this is. Is that a 20 mil or something? Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. But we've got his pack 36 here with the Grebsjäger still on it, holding down that point. On the right, on the west, we have looks like Roma's pushing up his Puma with the 75, looking for the kill on something. Oh, it's probably this right here, the T-34. Ukraine by still controlling this, but not super. I wouldn't say super well right now. I wouldn't say super well. Rock could definitely sneak up some guys here and overwhelm this and take it back. Oh, they're marking something. The Japanese 150 millimeter mortar with the emplacement around it. Yeah, see, here we go. Who's this? Mark? Yeah, Mark's just. This is good. I think this is really good. This is gonna be really hard for Ice to take now, unless he does like some type of. He works with his allies to do some type of MLRS attack or like something with the with the SSD maybe. It doesn't look like he has any AT around here. I mean the 75 Scott, yeah, but he could probably get the Hoai to take that out. It's gonna be hard for. Oh, but I say that, but now they're decapping this thing. Ukraine bias, even with all this, they were owning this. So whatever Ice is doing, it's working. But this is gonna go back to Loom Bandits for the time being. Let's see, is the Hoai still around? Oh, Hoai's, yep, look. Hoai is here. At the Delta Point. Vlad rushing troops in. Oh, Mark and Vlad, they're working together here. And they play all together all the time. So this is just like Roma and Ice. There's gonna be some really good teamwork on this side. M8 Scott trying to take a bite out of the at the Hoai. Looks like, did the Hoai get hit by Willie Pete? Oh, T-34 gone. I think yep. A Panzerfaust. Nice, from Cat. Cat snuck up a Panzerfaust somewhere and took it out. What's going on over here? Oh, they see the Puma. I think that's a Loom Bandits mark. They see the Puma. They're probably going to do something to figure that out. Hoai is still going. Engaging his second Scott. I think it's going to kill this other Scott. Man, it's just getting hit. It's taking round after round after round. The Scott is still up and running. I wonder if this. What's the Scott gonna do? There has to be a Sherman. Yeah, here's another round. There has to be a Sherman or something. Yeah, the Sherman is gonna lend its gun and try and take out the Hoai. Hoai is still. I don't think the Sherman has line of sight on it though. Yeah, the church is in the way. I was just throwing these guys that are out of ammo in the fight. We got Ice here. Marco in with these Imperial Guard. Oh, he has all these guys out of ammo in the yeah, they really don't want to lose this point, this Delta point. It's big for them. Yeah, I think Rock needs to push on this. You know, in my opinion, the Charlie point's gonna be pretty critical. And Dark, there isn't one right now. If you want, man, you can co-host with me. I'll give you the admin power. You can jump in here with me for the second game for sure. I mean, and if you want, I could just I could stream it, Discord, and you could jump in. I don't mind. Alright, we got Mark here bringing an arty, first like art, kind of dedicated arty piece I've seen besides the 120 mil, or the 150 mil mortar from Ice. First I've seen of Loom Bandits. It's bringing up the M7 Priest, kind of here to the south of these points. I wonder what he's gonna go after. I think he's gonna support. He's gonna shell around the Hoai. Oh, Hoai's gone by a jumbo. Where's that jumbo? Okay, pausing just to give everybody a chance to catch up. Here's a jumbo. Man, they're a cool looking tank, man. I used to think the Sherman was so ugly. I think it's kind of a cool looking tank now. So definitely slipping into much more control for Loom Bandits over here with the jumbo over there. He's got the M7 Priest, and I think it's going to help. Yeah, it's lending out. It's lending this gun. I think probably going to counter battery this this mortar. Yeah, I don't really see many people that play Japan bringing the 150. Yeah, look, that was it, man. Oh my god. They gotta fucking get that thing out of there. Oh my god. I just had the impulse to like to mark it and be like, yo, move your mortar, just because that was gnarly. Up, and there it goes. Damn, that priest, that's accurate, man. That priest, good arty on the side of Loom Bandits. Vlad backing up his jumbo. There's not really any anti-tank threat in front of him, but a good idea. I think you want to keep it kind of to the rear, just in case just in case it gets sniped by anything. Oh, is it still good to go? No, it's dead. It's super dead. No, it's still good actually. It's still good. Yeah, he's gonna try it to totally destroy it. The tube's damaged. I think in real life there's no way you could fix that. Look at that thing. But the tube's still repairable. The whole thing's still repairable. So hopefully Ice sees that and he can grab it. So we got an infantry push from Rock. Looks like gonna reinforce his side. So the what is this? The India point side to the west. But man, I think Rock has to do something, man. I think Rock should be pushing into this side point just to deny them it, because it wouldn't even be that hard of a little mission to do. Anyway, that's my 2 cents there. You see the marks of the team when you're spectating. You see the marks of the team. Oh, of the team you're spectating. I see. Okay. Well, my bad on that. Yeah, all those marks then are Loom Bandits marks. So that was indeed Loom Bandits saying to destroy that 150 mortar, which is still alive. Oh, we got armor. Here we go. Oh, this is cool, man. I like seeing this. This is a different way to play the Japanese than we normally see. Look at the Cheeto here on the east, looking for the kill on the jumbo. I don't think it's gonna win that engagement. Well, I think it'll. Oh, you're back? Okay, Graydon. All right. Yeah, I'm down for that. I don't think the Cheeto's gonna be able to take this out, to be honest, with the armor that it has. Even with this kind of not super great gun on this jumbo, the 75 jumbo. Oh, Jesus Christ. There we go. Well, he took out the half track, but I think the jumbo has a better chance of killing the Cheeto than the Cheeto has a chance of killing the jumbo. He's looking for it though. He's looking for it. He's backing up. I don't think it has like I don't think it's that in danger though, to be honest. Let's see what they're marking something in the center. Oh, we got the Stug 3 Ace. Now this is a favorite of 3-2-1s, or I know or not a favorite, but this I know he was talking about. This is the better buy a lot of times with the German armor than like the super heavy tanks. Wow. There goes the M4 Sherman. And center, I keep missing it. Center but fell into Loom Bandits control, the alpha point, but now it's back into Ukraine bias control. Is that Roma? Yeah, Roma with the Stug. Backing it up. Direct control backing it up. Playing it safe. I like Cat's little defensive line here. You know, with the knee-high trenches and yeah, this is a nice little defensive line. It's cool to see that in the tournament. I think people using these emplacements and stuff. Not these emplacements, these just fighting positions. And we're seeing the same thing from Rock River. He's kind of making defensive positions over here, but still, man. Oh, here we go. Yeah, he's seen it too. He's starting to do it. I think he sees his opportunity here. He's going to try and take it. We're 5-6 for victory points controlled. 6 in favor of Ukraine bias. And we're pushing up the jumbo on Vlad. Looking for the kill, I think, on the Cheeto. Yep, it's kind of falling back. Oh, he sees the oh. We got the 41 rocket arty, like the Stuka Zafus rocket arty. That's huge. But I think the jumbo is looking for the kill on this, and he could if he can hit this, he can definitely hit that. Ice sees it coming up. Looking to engage it. Oh, here we go. It bounced a shot, believe somehow. The Cheeto bounced a shot. What is he gonna shoot, the fucking jumbo? Oh no, it's damaged. They gotta get that thing out of there. Roma's got a half track right here. He should. I think he should grab it. What the heck? He's gonna shoot right here. Oh, I see. Yeah, they're gonna do an attack. Yep, there we go. Holy shit. There goes the... Oh, that will kill the jumbo. Jesus, look at that. Holy fuck. Alright, let's see. I wonder how they're going to take advantage of that. Will they push, or what are they going to do with that? Okay, we see Vlad, to answer that, is bringing in some heavy arty. He's got the 155 M114 going to the south of his side. Loom Bandits is really holding on to this delta point. Oh, but Ice is gonna try and contest it again. Okay, I still think Loom Bandits is probably gonna hold it, even with these guys that are out of ammo over here, and the amount of troops that they have in here. I think they're probably gonna hold on to it, but I might be wrong. Let's see what Ukraine bias is doing. What is that? Oh, the 75 Puma. He's got a little emplacement here, or no? That's in the game, or that's in the map. Yeah, Vlad. They're just reinforcing this. I think they see this attack coming. They just really want to hold on to that. You know, they don't want to lose either of these, obviously. And it doesn't look like Ukraine bias is gonna try to push this point. They just kind of fucked up their side loom biases, or loom bandits Bravo point. So, but I mean, they don't really need to push, I guess. They were 1 point ahead. Now they're losing it somewhere. Oh, they're losing the center point. The center point is going to Loom Bandits, but Ukraine bias is now contesting the delta point. So they're about to trade. They're about to trade a 2 points. Unless Cat can do something over here. And unless Loom Bandits, Vlad, and Mark can do something to stop this attack. probably a good idea. We should probably put something in the rules for players who are hosting when the lag gets bad. To have whoever's hosting to kind of just know to go ahead and pause it for a second, let everybody catch up, and then play forward. That's really interesting because you catch teams and players suck. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's definitely true, Dark Wolf. That's definitely true. You see how different people are with playing. Yeah, Ice really plays the Japanese pretty different, I think, than most people, which is cool to see. I really like seeing that. Cheeto is still here to the north of that delta point. Let's see there. Look, they're doing oh no, Cat's lending his help now. Oh my god, and they're doing so it looks like they repaired the 150. And Cat has another mortar in the same area. They have like a little mortar line over here, a little like artillery position, a mortar position. Kind of dangerous though, especially with two of them. Putting their stuff in a similar spot, just because, you know, just an arty a hit on it from the arty has the capability of taking out both of them. You know, so that's and they see it, because we see the marks from Loom Bandits right now. They see this. Looks like Cat just happened to move his stuff just in the nick of time. He's moving his yeah, he's playing it safe. He's hitting it. He hits. He runs around with the Opal Blitz. He hits, and then he gets out. Oh, or maybe not. Oh, no, he is. He's just waiting for the guy to get in the truck. That's kind of funny. I think we're going to see an arty. Yeah, we're going to see this. The M114 is going to shell Ice's mortar again. I think he should have moved it, personally. Especially with this truck here. Oh, there we go, yeah. It's taking fire. Yeah, I mean, we're looking at the map. You're seeing the victory points are changing hands here. Once again. Center point, the alpha point's going towards Ukraine bias. Again. Delta point's back in Loom Bandits. It looked like something else was maybe changing, but maybe not. Oh, the 150 mortar got a good hit, but the 150 mortar is about to take it out. Yeah, there we go. See, there we go, man. That's Jesus. Look at that. That was crazy. That was Imperial Guard too. Fuck, man. That was just a that was like Final Destination. That was rough. That was an amazing arty hit right there. That's gonna hurt. All right, so the Cheeto backing up a little bit. Smart, I think smart. Let's see. Oh, and we got Mark's Priest here in the rear. Looks like they're going more arty heavy by far, much more arty heavy than Ukraine bias. I wonder what Roma's doing back here. Oh, Roma bringing in the paratroopers. Rock River has a D1 back here. Oh, he has two D1s. I think he's going after the artillery. And I don't think Rock realizes it because I don't see anything coming in to counter it. Yeah, and Roma knows like to drop him fast. We're gonna see this. What the fuck? It just happened. Oh, he just spread him out. Oh my god. He did the juke. He juked it. He juked him. There we go. That's a good. That's a good way to use. Some people have told me about that. You just kind of like it's like a vehicle. You jump them out, then you push them somewhere else, and you're gonna confuse them, and you're gonna just spread your airborne out all over the place. And that was a perfect example of Roma doing that. However, on this drop, it doesn't look like it looks like they killed some of the crew, but the priest is still fully functional. Oh, they're still dropping guys in. But Rock's bringing in guys finally. Looks like they destroyed one cannon. Another one is decrewed. Oh, Roma? Is that... Oh, Ice gave him a Japanese airborne. And then Roma did the same thing. Yeah, and they destroyed those guns. Those guns are gone. Yeah, those guns are gone. But Rock is taking this Charlie point. Because Roma's so focused on this, that's a good play. I wonder if he was already probably doing that before Roma did that. But that was a good play. Because Roma's focus was somewhere else. Looks like Loom Bandits, for the time being, will take the Charlie point. I see Roma taking this back, though. Oh, yeah, those guns. And in fact, those airborne are still back there. Oh, Roma trying to sneak a guy back there so he can see. I wonder if he's gonna. He's got 3 paratroopers in the rear here. I wonder if he's gonna try and sneak them. Yeah, look. He's gonna try and use them. All right, we got Roma coming up with the. Is that thing? Huh. Ice gave him that like 75 Japanese gun that's towed. Ice gave him that, and Roma's taking it and taking it to the right. It's something again, you don't see that used very often. And Roma's hitched up the Stuka Zavus, or the Stuka Zavus rockets, and hitched it up to this half track. Fired on the Delta point. No, fired on behind the Alpha point. And totally cleared it out. It has like basically nobody around it now. So I'm sure Cat's going to take advantage of that with all these veteran Jaegers or some other infantry push. Alright, so we're looking at the scoreboard right now. So far it's 5 points to 4 points. Loom Bandits control 5. Ukraine Bias controls 4. Right now the game is still in favor of Ukraine Bias with 50. They have 56 points overall versus Loom Bandits 14. It's still anybody's game, in my opinion. It'll still be anybody's game. So we'll see how it plays out. I see the Cheeto's still alive. Let's see. The front's been pretty static besides in the middle and at the Delta point, it seems like. Yeah, see Roma's coming back in here. He's bringing the Stug up. Kind of a spooky spot, I think. Kind of a spooky spot for the Stug to be out. I don't know if that was a misclick because now he's bringing him back. Yeah, I think that was a misclick. They see Cat's 120 over here on the road. Looks like it's supporting the Alpha point. I like how they're doing. I like how Ukraine Bias. Oh shit. Okay, alright. I can't tell you how many times I've tried to tow something and my fucking truck is like backed up into my mortar or whatever and like ran it over and broke it. This shit's frustrating, but that did not happen here, thankfully for Cat. Like Roma still willing up that 75, the Japanese 75mm gun. I wonder if he must have specifically asked for that. I wonder how good that thing is. I don't really know too much about it. It looks cool. I don't know how effective that thing is. Oh, Ice with another one of those 75mm guns over here on the left. Does he have Imperial Guard crewing it? No, he's just got elite support crewing it. Overwatching this Delta point. Look at this line, man. They just keep pushing. They just keep pushing the line up. Pretty soon they're going to be crossing it and pushing on Ice in this field, you know, which is going to be really, really rough for Ukraine Bias. But it looks like Ice has countered it with these trenches, you know, so probably be able to hold that back, stop him right there. I'm marking this right here, probably for an artillery strike, I'd imagine. Let's see here. M114. Looks like, oh, I think that's what it's shooting at. I think that artillery mark was was what the 114 is shooting at. I wonder if Roma puts these guys back here just in case, like, anybody sneaks back there. And Roma and Cat, yeah, they just kind of hide them in the rear, which is cool. You just don't, again, you just don't see it too often. We got Cat's 120, or yeah, 120 is moved again. Oh, Roma with a Panzer 1 here in the center just got marked. Let's see what's going on over here. Rock's definitely been pushed out of this point, the Charlie point. Doesn't look like he's making any plans to push it again. I wonder if his focus must be somewhere else right now. Oh, it's probably on this, the SU-100. Oh, please, Cat, please don't. Please no. Please, Omnissiah, please no. Oh, fuck, man. You continue. Are you sure, man? Fuck. Alright. Well, looks like Cat crashed. I'm just telling him that if he has proof, I have proof. Okay. All right, hold on. I'm gonna join your channel.
Hey, Greenish, look at my screen. My game crashed.
Okay. Let me see.
Yeah, I have proof.
Yeah, you do. All right. Well, it's up to you guys, Roma and Ice. If you guys,
we continue.
you want to continue? Okay. All right. Then
Ты там Поминаку работает.
Ты там его забрать есть чем?
Да я только послал пехоту туда. Да пушки работают.
All right. They're electing to continue. Yeah. As the rules are, if you crash, you just have to show proof to the ref or the admin, and if you show proof, so you didn't just like rage quit or something like that, then each team has 2 restarts for the tournament. So they can do a restart of the game, but Ukraine Bias is electing to continue. Probably because they're really not doing too bad. That does suck though. I think Roma's probably going to take center right on their side, and then Ice will take center left or focus on it. We see all of Cat's. We see the AI charge pushing. Oh, they're actually getting pretty far. To be honest, I'm sure that these are about to get hit with artillery though. Oh my god. Holy shit. Roma coming in with the Roma coming in with the Stukas of Foos rockets. Hit. Man, he just took out a fat chunk of Rock River's infantry that were in this area. He missed the SU-100 though. I wonder if they see it. I doubt that. I wonder if they do. He's kind of far back there. I don't know if they'd see the SU-100. He's probably looking for the kill on that Stug. But yeah, as I was saying, teams have 2 redos if they show proof, and they elected to not use them, so we continue. And Roma and Ice are that was probably the better decision, just because they are doing well, and they're the type of players that could continue this. All right, so Roma has that 75, the Japanese 75, here on the field. Looks like it got to where it's going. It doesn't have a place for it yet, but it'll be interesting to see where he places that. Oh, the Stug does see the SU-100. I wonder does he see the Stug though? He does see the Stug, but Rock is backing it up still. Doesn't want to go head to head with the Stug. He's just kind of leaving him there. I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, I guess what else? He's going to have to micro it otherwise. He's going to have to micro it to take out the Stug. Mark in the center with a Stewart. Point Alpha is still in Ukraine bias control. Although, man, look at this is not. It's in Ukraine bias control. So we'll see. Point Delta. Point Delta is still in Loom Bandits control. I'm gonna plug in my headphones. Let's see here. One second, you're gonna hear some weird noises. All right, looks like they're not moving this artillery, but I mean they don't really see Ukraine bias, you know, trying to counter battery like the big artillery pieces in the rear. They're not really doing that. But I mean, is it really messing them up? I mean, they're winning. Ukraine bias is still winning regardless of not taking out these massive artillery pieces. So the Cheeto here took a trick shot on something, but I don't think it killed whatever it was. Oh, man. Man, these Cat's AI infantry are really going deep here. They're just on their own. They're on their own program right now. And they're kind of like cutting. They're almost cutting Rock off from his teammates. These four guys. Rock's rushing up a guy, I'm sure, to throw a grenade. Yeah, and he actually did it. He actually threw the grenade. He's gonna kill this veteran Jaeger, I think. Yep. But it costed him his life. So, yeah, I don't know. Looks like Alpha's gonna be changing hands here. And man, it's just gonna be hard for Ukraine bias to hopefully see that and do something about that. But they're down a man, elected to continue. You know, so it's just gonna be harder for them. But I think they get a boost in MP, but it's just gonna be hard for them to, I think, watch this center point, because the center point has been changing hands so often, and they're already focusing on another part of the on other parts of the map. Look like Loom Bandits brought down a mark here on this trench line. Oh wow, they have a huge. Vlad has a huge infantry push in the rear. 3 squads of armored riflemen just kind of hanging out. Not sure why. Just hold them in reserve for something. Oh, was that a oh, Stukas of Foos? On point Delta, totally cleared it out. And that was Ice that grabbed that. Ice moving up the torpedo to try and snipe something, I'm sure. Infantry push, here we go. Vlad the Inhaler. Yeah, they're looking to take and hold center. They're bringing in, looks like 2 squads. Here we go. Yeah, going straight for the center. And I mean, they're probably gonna do it. They're probably gonna do it. They're gonna take this center point. Wow, but the Roma has pushed up and taken Rock's natural. Helped out by Cat's AI infantry that were here. And even this this half track that has nobody in it, but helped by Cat's AI infantry, they've who kind of like cut Rock off from his teammates. Roma, I think, is taking advantage of that and coming in here and grabbing the natural. Rock doesn't even have too much stuff forward of these guys here at this barn. He's trying to put something together right now with this big sandbag line, but might be a little late. I don't know. We'll see. The SE-100's still good, and he's got 3 squads of infantry running around. We shall see. Rock bringing up a T-34. Looks like Mark's going to be pushing. Mark and Vlad are going to be pushing infantry to the west to try and help out Rock right now. Yeah, the center did go to Loom Bandits, but looks like Ukraine bias just decided to push push into their natural instead. Kind of making the line really funky for well, for both of them, I guess, but especially for Loom Bandits. Yeah, man, Roma has a lot of stuff up here now. Look at Rock's microing this SU-100, looking for the Stug kill. Where is that Stug? He's got the 75 down, just kind of overwatching from the rear. Is that Stug still around? Oh, here's a 75 fat-barreled Puma. That thing's still alive. Huh. I wonder what happened to the Stug. I don't know. It's somewhere. Oh, here it is. Roma Stug's and kind of overwatching to the right of center, west of center. Alright, it looks like Ice is now adjusting to kind of put more pressure on the center. We got Roma adjusted a little bit as well. I think he just had these infantry already here, I think. But I think they're just going to bring infantry to kind of keep them at bay. Put them in this tree line. Oh no, look. Ice is being aggressive. He's pushing in. And Loom Bandits are making another sandbag line. Yeah, they're going to really bank on holding this center point now. Oh yeah, they're going both. They're going both ways. And this 3 squads are still here. I wonder what the heck they're doing. Oh, they see the 75mm cannon is firing. At what? What is it firing at? Oh, it's hitting... Really? Did it do that? Is the pen on that thing really good? I guess it is. I can't see. I'll get like the info on this on the rounds and all that, but it took out the SU-100's gun. It's still crewable. Let's see if this guy's able to get in it before the round impacts to kill him. No, he's in there. He's gonna want to back that thing up and get that thing out of there. I wonder if they're about to throw a smoke in front of it to shield it. I think those 3 infantry... No, these are different infantry. Those 3 infantry are still over here. Huh. Oh, he's building the sandbag wall. That's what he's doing. T-34 pushing up. That gun is decrewed. It's now crewed again. I wonder if it's going to see the T-34. Oh, it's gonna get decrewed again. They have it zeroed in with the arty. They got to get that thing out of there. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna be sustainable for Roma. If he can just hold on to this, because they're really pushing hard to take this back. But I mean, they're 81 points out of 125. 81 points out of 125, so I mean they're closing in on that 125 victory. But I mean they better do it. It's got to be fast. It's got to be sooner rather than later, because I don't think they're gonna. In fact, they just decapped this. It's about to go back to Loom Bandits. Yeah, they're gonna have to do something. But they're taking the center again. When it looks like they're losing some, that's probably on purpose. They're probably that's if they see that they're losing a point, they push another point right away. That's good. That's good play. Looks like Loom Bandits already is now focusing on this center point. Ice is pushing that now. I think he's not gonna worry so much about the delta point. It looks like Loom Bandits kind of aren't worrying about it either anymore. Now they're focusing on the alpha point. Yeah, Loom Bandits will take this back. This point over here, India. Rama's got to be a little careful. There's no infantry here to support this Puma. Looks like Rock's moving some infantry up right in front of it. I don't think it can really hold. I mean, it's not going to hold its own against like a swarm of infantry. He's a one Grebsjäger just kind of chilling in front of it with, what is that? Is it like an optic on his STG? That's funny. Alright, here's the Stug. Roma's Stug. He's microing it right now. Looking for the kill on the SU-100. And that thing's just getting hit and hit and hit. The gun's out. Yeah, he's really trying to just take that thing out, man. I wonder if they're going to do the Stukas of Foos on it. Oh, maybe not. Got Roma's, the 41 rockets. Looks like they're reloading over here. Shito's still up. And focus has shifted back over to the Delta point. Ice is now taking the Delta point. And they control the Alpha point. And they're taking back the India point. They decapped it and now it's going back to Ukraine bias. They're about to have 6, 7, 8. They're about to have an 8. Wow. And is this about to happen? Where's this going? Okay. They're about to have 7 to 4 about. 7 to 4 maybe. Oh no, they're gonna have 7 to 7, 8, 9. 6. They're gonna have 9. They're about to have 9 points. Look, they're shooting that the 41 rockets over here for area denial. Oh man, that landed right amongst them. Red Amogus. For area denial, they're gonna keep Loom Bandits infantry from pushing in on this point here, at least for a little bit. But that looks like it's gonna go to, or is it? Is it just decapping right now? What's happening? Do they even have infantry in it? Oh, I guess they do somewhere. I don't see them, but I guess they have infantry. Oh no, because it was already theirs. They're not gonna have 9. They're gonna have 8. I can't count. So they're gonna cap this. They have this now. Yeah, this is bad. That's crazy. It just went from not looking so great for Ukraine bias to it's looking really good for them now. And they're about to be at 90 points. 90 points with control of 8 points. Loom Bandits is definitely going to have to take back this Delta point and the India point, which they're going to do. They're going to take back India. And then I think they're going to have to focus on Alpha. It looks like they're going to take Alpha back. And they're going to fight over Delta. They'll probably take Delta back. Alpha, I think, will go back to Ukraine bias here pretty soon, though. Katusha is from Rock River onto what? Oh, just clearing out this position. Oh, I guess he was targeting the Stug. But see, I mean, I guess he was probably targeting the Stug, but like you can clear out these positions, but then like when he doesn't really have too much to push up with it to take advantage of it. Cheeto just took out, what did he do? He killed an M3A1. He killed a Sherman, I think, right? No, he killed a half track, and then all the infantry inside of it died. That was a pretty good shot. Let's see, we got Mark's Priest back here still raining down. Rock's Katusha reloading, but I don't think it's really moved. But I mean, again, like they don't have any counter already to worry about. Besides these rockets, and they're not going to waste a whole barrage of rockets on one arty piece. Man, they just have a lot of artillery. Rock with a priest that was given to him. Mark with a priest. Vlad with a M114. Yeah, they have a ton of arty. All right, Center's going back to Loom Bandits. And looks like Delta is going to go to Loom Bandits as well. And they took back India. So with that, we're going to see a Loom Bandits advantage in the game, and they're going to start collecting points here. But I don't think that's going to last for too long, at least with because Delta, yeah, in fact, Alpha's constantly getting taken back, and I'm sure they're going to do Delta again. And then when they're not looking, Roma's going to crawl all these guys into that India point and take it again. I wonder, can they see that? Can they see this? They can't even really see it. That's crazy. Look how much of a difference just having them prone does. Center Alpha is going towards Ukraine again. And Delta Point is going towards Loom Bandits. With artillery, area denial happening behind it. But here comes Ice with just normal riflemen. He doesn't even use the strange. He does not use the suicide chargers. He uses like the actual infantry, like the riflemen and the Imperial Guard. Tasago unit. He's got, I think these are the are those the paratroopers, I think? Tasago unit. I'm not too familiar, but I know I barely ever see him. Yeah, he's gonna push Delta again. Jumbo just got taken out by the Stuka Safus rockets. Right here. Killed the Jumbo that was south of the Alpha Point. Yeah, there is a lot of lag. His friend is the one that's hosting. They're just joking around. They should do the pause for a second, I think. That's a good idea, the pause. We should implement that. Or make it widespread, make it known. There's Roma with a PZ1 pushing up on the India point. Oh no. Oh, thank God. Please, thank... 1,000 ping. He's going a second. He had a second of delay, if that's true. Yeah, look at these ping numbers. I mean, they're not terrible. They're really not. Oh, man. Cutting deep there, Roma. That was a joke. Wow, Roma has jokes? Dang, I don't think I've ever seen Roma say a joke. That's pretty good. I don't think I've ever... That's a... we should clip that if we're on Twitch right now. That's pretty funny. Alright. Well, looking back at the game, we got the alpha points going towards Ukraine right now, or is in Ukraine's pocket right now. Giving them 6 over Loom Bandits 5. They're still racking up the points. They're at 99 now. They're about to be at 100, 25 points away from winning the game. Ice has snuck his, what are these, Imperial, no, just Riflemen again, and an Imperial Guardsman here into the Delta point, and is holding it. He's reinforcing it right now. Yeah, I mean, he knows what he's doing with the Imperial Guard, and with the Japanese. His Cheeto's still up. What is the kill count on this thing? 31 infantry kills and 3 vehicle kills. 75. This thing must have like really good pen or something, because I see both of them using it. Roma has his 75 cannon back up. The Japanese one. Looks like Ice is, or not Ice, but Rock has retaken this India point. Is pushing up with a T-34 75 mod. I mean, I don't know if right now in this part of the game, I don't think the T-34 76. I can't talk. Is the best buy right now. I don't think so. I think if he's gonna bring in a tank, it should probably be something with a better cannon. That cannon over there, yeah. See, this is gonna get taken out right now, I think. Unless he does this, but I don't think so. I think this cannon is about to do it. Yeah, look, it just took out another one. I didn't even know there was a T-34 here, but it's blowing up right next to one of its earlier brothers. Now I'm sure this thing's about to get taken out by the same cannon 75. That thing has crazy pen. Yeah, watch, we're about to see it. We're about to see it get wrecked. Oh no, he's bouncing. He's got a good angle on it. Oh, and there goes Ice, bringing in the Stukas of Vus rockets again here on the Delta point. Yeah. That's rough. That's rough, but Loom Band, I mean, he only has one guy in there. Ice only has one guy in there. So like they can definitely, in fact, here comes Mark rushing up some more infantry, armored riflemen, try and take that. I didn't see what he did with those 3 squads, but I'm sure I don't know. Obviously he sent them somewhere. Loom Bandits trying to take back the Alpha point in the center, and Roma once again sneaking up a guy into the India point and just denying them that point income, that victory point income. That has to be annoying, and I think it's catching up. If you look at the map here, just like the unit count, you can see Loom Bandits is just kind of is their unit counts, you know, it's getting strangled by the lack of victory points. I think it's tied to like their, oh, and also they're using a lot more MP, I think, just to try and take and hold these points. They're just losing a lot taking and holding these points. See some Willie Pete here, killing some of the Tasago unit troops. Tasago, Ice is doing this, so like he's bringing in like actually good infantry to try and take these points, where I think a lot of players, especially playing Japan, would bring in suicide chargers and just kind of flood this area. But he's not really doing that. He's bringing in riflemen and like special infantry, which is different. Oh, here comes Katusha firing. Oh, he really wants to take out that cannon. I don't know if it's going to do it, though. Oh, that one might. There we go. Yep, there goes the cannon. Good hit from, who the heck is this? Good hit from Rock River. So you did that well. That was good taking that out. Might have to mute my mic here in a second. All right, nice. We see Rock over here with the Marines, taking back the India point. So he's spending a little bit more MP to try and hold on to this point, I think, which is probably a good idea. Oh yeah, Vlad and Mark. It's probably Mark too. Yeah, really want this Delta point. I think. Oh, and they're going for the. How the fuck? Don't they have more guys in there right now? How is this not decapping? Hello? 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 Okay, there we go. That was weird. So they're gonna take Loom Bandits is gonna take back Alpha Point, and they're gonna take back the Delta Point. So it's gonna change hands again. India's going back towards them, but we've seen this. We've already seen this a few times. Oh man, and then here we go. Here comes the 41 rockets. Missing most of this infantry though. Oh man, well there goes the 30 cal. There goes two 30 cals and a ammo box. But this infantry, it's not going to stop this infantry push. What do we have over here? An SSD, a late game SSD. I think it's double tracked. Oh yeah, it's double tracked. Oh, and there goes. That saved him. That would have destroyed this entire little push here and really taken out a lot of their MP. A lot of their MP. That would have really sucked. And then it probably would have made it in here decently far before this Sherman killed it. Loom Bandits are not out of the game yet. They're marking this Roma's half-track over here. Roma holding on to these points. He still has infantry kind of crawling up here, but Willie Pete raining down on him. I would imagine he's probably going to do the same thing again and try and sneak guys in there, just deny them that point. Oh, we're at 5-5 now. We are now at 5-5. Yeah, here come more infantry from Roma for the India point, and they just lost a torpedo into Fury. The Japanese torpedo heat-seeking missile landed right on Fury and killed it. Unfortunately, I did not see that, but that's what just happened, and he's running it back because he knows how hated that thing is, especially after losing Fury. I'm sure Loom Bandits are not too happy right now. Oh, is there another Fury? Yeah, a Fury right next to it. Another Fury right next to it. Oh, careful there. Yeah, what is that? The Stug that's shooting at it? What's shooting at it? Oh, it's the Stug. Okay. The Stug's engaging it. And Fury's pushing over to engage the Stug. Or take cover behind these buildings. And he's coming up pretty close though. I think he's gotta be careful, man. Yep. Here comes fire from Fury. Roma's pushing the Stug up. Shooting through the building. Roma's Stug still pushing up, trying to close that range. Oh man. Yeah, they're shooting through this through the house, the both of them. But there's just not with enough force to do anything. Oh my god. Well, that was a good shot from Roma. That destroyed the Fury. That sucks that's a bummer for Loom Bandits. All right, let's see here. That's gonna hurt. I think they're kind of stranglehold still right now. Like it's not looking too good MP wise, probably SP wise even for Loom Bandits. It's actually 6-5 right now in favor of Loom Bandits. They control everything on from the Alpha Point east. Look at this, and they're bringing it in. You know, they're making emplacements. They're going to really try and hold on to this for the duration of the game now. Same thing here. Although Ukraine Bias does still have those 41 rockets just running around. In fact, here's one right now. And Ice is just gonna do it to him, man. He's about to ruin their day. Oh no. I think he's gonna go for, what's he gonna go for? The center? Probably the center would be a better shot, or that point. I'm not sure. I know, we're about to see him use it. I keep marking this half track. I'm not sure why. Oh, just because there's nothing over here. Looks like that Rock did lose that SU of 100, which is a bummer. And they're marking something else too. Oh, Ice has a the Type 92 machine gun truck kind of in their midst. I wonder if this is to distract them from just keeping all their guys there. Oh, we're about to see it. What is he? I think it's the Delta Point. Yeah, it's the Delta Point. Yeah. He's got it all ready to go. Roma, once again, I didn't even see it. He came in here and denied this point. They're at 6-15, 115 right now. 115 in favor of Ukraine Bias. Out of 125. 10 points away from victory. And Loom Bandits is not looking great. 21 right now to 125. I mean, it's not like they have not been getting just demolished. You know, they've been holding the line, and they've held a line. I mean, it's been kind of hard over here on the India point. But yeah, they're just, Ukraine Bias is able to attack. They're really good at attacking one front and then attacking another front right after, or attacking two fronts at the same time. They've been really good at that. Or like if they're about to lose a point, they push another point really hard and take it. You know, so it's like their opponent is never that far ahead of them as far as like the victory points go. Are we gonna see this thing fire? So we got the Stug here. The half track is upside down. Roma's trying to shoot through the half track. That's something. At what? Oh, here we go. An SU-85. Roma's backing it up. I think Rock is microing it. Yeah, Rock's microing his SU-85. Delta Point's being taken by the Imperial Guard. Ice is somehow, he's just really good with microing, I guess, man. He's just doing it well. No, wait, what is that? What is that? What is that? Oh, they're about to fire. They're firing artillery on this point. On the Delta Point. Yeah, here we go. Man, this thing is crazy. This thing's like a frontline fighter. He's like really pushing it in there. I guess using the Stugs, the Stug veterans are the meta now. I know 321 was talking about that. Oh, Roma's got this guy over here just kind of scouting out ahead. I wonder if the SU-85 sees that. Do they see it? They do see it. That's probably what he's gonna probably kill that here pretty soon. Loom Bandits is taking back the center. They're at 118 out of 125 in favor of, and it's gonna go up again. They just capped the Delta Point. Oh man, that's just gonna add insult to injury. Here comes the 41 rockets. That's rough, man. That's really rough. Oh, and then Rock River with a reply of rockets. There we go. Perfect rockets. Rock River just saved this point. Although there's one rifleman left who's gonna crawl in there. Loom Bandits has to support this like right now. Oh my god. Okay, actually no, it's not as bad. I thought Roma took Delta or India again. 20. They're 5 points away from winning. Ukraine bias is 5 points away right now, and they have the advantage in victory points that they control. 6 right now to Loom Bandits 5. Oh, center changing hands again, or about to. I'm not sure why. Why he has one guy in here and his skin decapped versus. Oh, maybe because of the quality of the rifleman. He has a normal rifleman. And this is a armored rifleman. That's strange. I wonder why that is. But it's 1-1 right now. But going into Ukraine bias's favor as far as taking the center point, the alpha point. Yeah, same thing here. They got. I mean, these guys are special. They're SNLF. So I guess if they're worth more, they'll count as more when they're capping. Oh, Tango down. The first round is not over. This is the first round, but it's looking most likely like it's going to go to Ukraine bias. Oh man. Veteran Jaegers from Roma looking pretty cool in that knee-high trench. Yeah, and here comes another 41. Like a surgical strike and took out some armored riflemen over here. Oh, some more coming? Oh, that was the torpedo. I don't think I got anything though. Oh no, it wasn't. It's the. Oh my god. Yeah, they just know what they're doing. All right, and that's it. First game goes to Ukraine bias. Oh, and that was that. We're gonna go to game 2, and we'll reconvene here in a second.
Okay.
All right. Probably shoot. I wonder if you could shoot a high. Oh
two
yeah.
teams. I was watching it. It was pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a good first game. Yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting, like with Loom Bandits going, they went much more like heavy on the arty, on the artillery, but it didn't. I mean, it didn't really sway the game too much, you know. Probably just, yeah, yeah. So we'll see how they change it up this time around. Did you see Rock's internet there?
Alright, what'd you say?
Did you see Rock's internet?
No.
Dude, he was at 1.39 like seconds.
Oh boy.
But then it went down to like 180 milliseconds, which is good. Cuz they're pretty close. Rock and Spuck, they're both like CET time, Central US. All right, here we go. All right.
Classic map.
Oh yeah. Good old classic map for sure. So what are your projections here?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. Like, I think allies. Who got to pick sides in this one?
So Ukraine Bias won the last game. So it was Loom Bandits that as Ukraine Bias that picked the sides.
So they okay. So, yeah, because I was gonna say like that hill over on the like the western center point is usually
Yeah.
pretty nice. So it's kind of like the side I usually like to have if I can.
Yeah, you're talking about like where ice is right now at the golf point.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm spec. Oh wait. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, where ice is with those commandos. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a good spot with the hill there. Really nice hill overlooking that other point. All right, so yeah, we got 2 UK, one guards on Ukraine Bias, and 2 Ostfront, 1 Japanese on Loom Bandits. We're looking at, looks like Roma's taking the Charlie point, but he's going head to head with Vlad, who has the Japanese SMG and free. I thought the meta was to have like the suicide chargers, but he's not using the suicide chargers either.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He's using them like suicide chargers, just
Yeah.
rushing in and throwing grenades, so it seems like a waste of MP for like the more expensive squad.
Yeah, that is a little different there. All right, let's see.
But I mean, yeah, Roma was basically just able to spread his guys out on that point, so like the grenade spam or the grenade rush wasn't really that effective.
Yeah, right. Holy shit! What the hell are they doing? Looking. Do you see that? In the access rear, like their spawn. Look at all those ammunition crates.
Yeah, ammunition crates are still, yeah, they're 25 MP for Ostfront, so when you can basically spam a whole bunch of them and then kick off all the support crew, and then you got yourself a vet support crew squad basically as the Ostfront.
Huh. That's pretty good.
I don't know. I'm not sure if it's that really, if like cost effective, but I mean, you get a whole bunch of infantry ammo, I guess, right at your spawn, so that anything that spawns in basically just grabs another, grabs some more ammo or grenades or whatever.
Yeah, right. I mean, they all have K98s, so I wonder how effective they're gonna be. It looks like Loom Bandits are in pretty firm control of the center, the Alpha Point, and then Bravo over on the west. Looking like they're in a pretty good spot there. Roma, though, is pretty definitively taking the Charlie Point over here. He's bringing up a whole lot more to defend it, if not push. I wouldn't be surprised if he pushed. He probably is going to push here on that back Foxtrot point. Yeah, more riflemen, not Huh. More riflemen from Vlad. Not even suicide chargers.
Yeah. At this point, with Roma's setup, I don't know how effective suicide chargers would be. I mean,
Mm.
if you spam a ton of them, then I mean, spam is always going to get you at least a little bit, going to get you a little bit further. But yeah, it looks like he's just setting up sandbags right now.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's probably the smarter option, yeah. Just rushing suicide chargers in there right now as it is. They would just get cut down.
Yeah, because Roma's got his machine gun spread out, set up behind cover and everything, so it's, you know, I don't know how effective it's going to be at this point, especially
Yeah.
against Roma.
Right, right. We got a cat in the center with a wasp. Just burned out a whole bunch of them. I think they're probably gonna take that. The fire's gonna spread to that other side of the building where he has his guys. They'll probably kill those two guys inside that building. He's got some riflemen running up. What's going on over here? And ice spread out on the ridge that you were talking about. Oh, and he has a wasp as well. But he's been keeping it back. I think they do have an AT rifleman, or Spuck has an AT rifleman on the west somewhere.
Yeah, he does. He's shooting at it right now. Yeah, the wasp is, yeah, it goes down to the AT rifle. Not as effective on that, like, kind of open area on that side of the map, but, I mean, cats behind that center building is going to be pretty hard to shoot with it. Oh, as I say that, it actually gets hit. Spuck will move his AT rifle over there to help out the center.
Oh, nice. Where is his AT rifleman?
Over on the west side. He's direct controlling it right now.
Oh, yeah, I see him. Yeah, nice trick shot with that. Here comes Roma with, is that bringing the little,
Yeah, so now basically we're gonna see two paratrooper platoons coming in. So one from Ice Revenge and one from Roma. So pretty key, I think. It's like SP buy for the UK, especially like in the early game.
oh, the platoon, the platoons?
The paratrooper platoon, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really good buy.
Yeah, 321 was saying that's like the meta now with the UK. Is you get that SP platoon.
Yeah, it's certainly very strong, especially if you're if you're already good at microing your infantry. It just gives you just a ton of them within, you know, the first 6 minutes of the game. So
Yeah. Yeah, not too much happening on the east. Looks like Vlad's just kind of posted up right now. I'm sure he's gonna probably do like a push or something, because otherwise Roma is just gonna keep bleeding into the center, or somebody they will take the center, I think, here pretty soon. They only have like 3 guys inside that building. At least that's what I think that's gonna happen here. I see Roma bringing up a half track with a 50 on it in the east. Oh, and it has a bunch of infantry. I wonder if he's going to push deep. PZ1 on the field from Spuck. Going to the west point.
yeah, he's using that Pack 36 right now to take out those sandbags on top of that hill.
Oh, right.
Middle's changing hands though. Cat, I think, and Romich together got enough guys in that middle point.
On the middle, yep. Do you know if like so the better infantry, do they like count as more infantry when they're capping a point?
Yeah, veterancy does count, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw like there's one for one on the last game when they're like capping points, but it would go towards one side. I wondered if it had anything to do with like veterancy or anything like that. Yep, there goes. There goes the center point, going towards Ukraine bias. See on the west, he's got this. Spuck has his PZ1 right next to that Pack 36. Doesn't look like oh, Ice is like right up on that point though. And they only have one guy in the Bravo point in the west.
Yeah, if you look at kind of how the map's laid out, it looks like he's kind of avoiding going down that road into the open field where Spuckle has kind of the majority of his units clustered up, and he's instead going kind of down the road near the middle point and then cutting in behind that barn building and seeking some guys in there. So to avoid getting shot by the PZ1 or the Pack 36.
Yeah, that's a good way to avoid that. Yeah, he's playing that smart. I wonder if does he see that? I'm sure I can't really see, but I'm sure Ice can probably see the PZ1 over there. Oh, and
yeah, I
here
mean
comes,
he's bringing in the Staghound, the Tulip Staghound, so both the Pack 36 and PZ1 can pretty easily can take care of those pretty easily.
Yeah, man, those rockets are crazy.
I think all three that he just fired hit the same exact spot.
All four, and
It's a little unlucky.
yeah, that is very unlucky. Oof.
Romich is, getting more and more ground on the east though.
Oh yeah, he
slowly
is,
kind
man.
of creeping.
Yeah, he doesn't
creeping
stop.
up.
He just keeps. He's just constantly keeping the pressure on him. Yeah, even Vlad's making defensive positions at Foxtrot now. Looks like they've abandoned that sandbag line a little bit south of Foxtrot. Or are they gonna retake it? They should probably retake it. With an MG or an M42 AT gun on the east. Roma's just denying them this cover. He's gonna take down this steel wall, this stone wall. See, I'm looking at center. Not too much going on in the center. Let's look at the rear. We got a cat bringing in some Pioneer Piet infantry. The Pioneers. I don't know the UK units very well.
But they're basically like your engineer, I think, unit.
And they just
Kind
have
of like comes with a flamethrower and a Piat and stuff.
oh wow, yeah.
Most factions have kind of a similar squad.
Right.
Yeah, Vlad's bringing in a mountain gun. I think probably gonna try to use it to destroy Romich's M42 and his aft track.
Oh yeah.
Besides that, Romich is. I mean, he just has, just using his infantry really well. Yeah. Not much else.
See, Roma brought in those elite snipers for the guards, the ones that have like the like ghillie suits. And they come in that like Jeep.
Yeah, those are nasty for sure.
Yeah, those are nasty. Come with those capes.
Oh, I kind of like this idea from Ice Revenge, the kangaroo, spiritual kangaroo coming in.
Is there? Let me see.
He's probably gonna park it, right on top of that hill, or maybe, just in the center of a field. And really, right now, Spuckle doesn't have anything that can deal with it.
No,
Churchill
nothing.
besides Panzerfausts, but yeah, I mean he doesn't have to get within range of Panzerfaust if he doesn't want to. So
Right. Yeah, in fact, Ice just took out with the tulip rockets. He just took out the Pack 36, so he really doesn't have anything that can. I mean, not that the Pack 36 had even a chance of taking that thing out, but he's got nothing over there that can really pen this. Oh,
Yeah,
he's gonna
now
push.
now he's pushing his stack count up because the 36 is down, so he can take some shots into the PZ1.
He's pushing the half track up, and I'm sure. Yeah, here comes the kangaroo. Spuck microed it. Microed the PZ1. Decrewed the half track. But yeah, I mean, oh no, and
Yeah,
the kangaroo just sitting there.
Yeah, he doesn't have a whole lot right now though, and I mean the PZ1 just gets knocked out right now. He's only sitting on 50 MP,
Mm.
but he did just buy a Pack 38, so I mean that'll obviously kill the Staghound. APCR, I don't know. Heat rounds might be able to kill the Churchill kangaroo, but I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the heat that it only has like it is like a very short range, right, for that heat round.
Yeah, they're really short range for the German AT guns, but they're really strong. So
Mm-hmm. Kangaroo on the move. Looks like he's gonna put it on the hill. Oh yeah, Roma is just everywhere over here on the east. Looks like Rock River brought in one of those Pumas that have the Pack 40, but it's been lost here in the center, at the hotel point, kind of to the north. Oh yeah, the infantry on the field for them is getting pretty sparse in places.
yeah, now all three of the center points are
Yeah.
gonna be in Ukraine Bias's hands here.
Yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good, but I mean, it's only 12 minutes in. Oh, are they switching now? Does he have a guy in the center point? Oh no, it's just switching to Ukraine biases.
Yeah, and that Staghound, you know, with those rockets, just getting a hit right on that T-34, the Ostfront T-34, and taking it out. Especially on a hilltop like that, where you can basically just reload, drive up, you know, creep up real slow, fire rockets, and then just like drive right back down the hill. Those like tulips are really hard to deal with.
Yeah, I'm sure they are really annoying. Oh, the Vlad's got the 150 mortar. Took out a good amount of infantry somewhere, and Spuck has the Pack 38 set up now. I think the Staghound might. Oh, just took a round to the kangaroo. Where'd the Staghound go? Oh, it's in the back.
I'm sure he's just gonna keep, you know, reloading it, and driving up, firing rockets where he needs them, then just drive it up, drive it all the way back to the spawn where it can be safe.
Yeah. I think that's exactly what he's doing. That Pack 38, I don't think it's going to be too long for this world, unfortunately. And I think he's probably going to need a heavy ammo crate over there pretty soon as well.
Yeah, it looks like Vlad's 150 mortar got damaged by something.
Oh yeah.
He's repairing it now. I missed it. I'm not sure what hit it.
I wonder if it hit the tree, because I see the trees. No, probably not. I don't see any impact craters around it though.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I mean, at this point, 150 mil mortar is not gonna
No.
make a difference against Romich on that
Yeah.
side. I mean,
Look at
you
look at
need
this.
infantry to take points, and
Mhm.
his guys are all, it's guards first of all, so it's hard enough as it is, and then, they're all spread out everywhere. It's gonna be tough to root them all out.
Yeah, it's gonna be very tough. I see he's doing a push. He split them up. He's doing a push on Vlad's positions here. Vlad pretty much just has these normal riflemen at the sandbags. Let's see. I wonder if he can get the mortar back up. Oh, yes, up now. Oh, there's smoke. They're deploying smoke. What are they going to do?
Looks like both Rock and Spuckle kind of went for this, the infantry ammo crate play for Ostfront.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
They're spawning a ton of them to use as infantry. I mean, 25 points for an infantry ammo crate. It's only 1 CP though, so you're getting like you're basically getting 2 cheaper K98 riflemen, because the K98 riflemen 14 MP each. So you're saving on MP and you're saving on CP if you do that.
Yeah.
So I guess it makes sense if it's better than getting like single buys.
Yeah, so just to buy the these infantry ammo crates just to get the 2. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's funny, I haven't seen that at all in any of the games until now. I feel like that's like a probably pretty well known meta for them. Oh yeah, look, I'm watching him bring a ton in right now. Yeah, Spuck just brought in a bunch.
Yeah, just a bunch of riflemen basically. I don't know how much that's gonna help him right now.
No, I
'Cause
don't know.
he has almost nothing up there right now.
Yeah. And here comes Ice. Ice is pushing up with his paratroopers.
Yeah, at this point it looks like it's gonna be they're basically gonna be defending their spawn.
Yeah. Oh no, okay, there we go.
Yeah, and the pack 38 goes down right there. So that tulip.
Yeah, that
Tulip
tulip,
is
man.
definitely getting his value.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that tulip is
Willie Pete going off in the center. Taking out a whole
Yep.
bunch of Japanese infantry. Not sure where it's coming from, but
Yeah, I
it might be
wonder where that's
Romich's
coming
PM38.
Oh, does he have one? Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, he does. He got one in the back. He has one in the back on the east side.
Okay. Oh, I see it. Oh, that's not it.
Yeah, so now that 150 mil mortar from the Japanese is going to be even less, effective.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, PM probably wins in that matchup, but I'm not super sure.
I don't know. You think it's
Either way,
worth it to deploy the sandbag around your like heavy mortars like that? Because if it's getting countered already, like it's the sandbags aren't really gonna save it for too long,
Yeah, I mean, it's something though, It's better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah.
It can resist against some HE.
Hmm.
It's also kind of obvious because you know exactly where it is.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. And then you can't really. It's kind of hard to move it out. You have to like direct control it to move it.
Yeah, it just get stuck in there.
So Rock
Rock
coming
River
with the-
bringing up. Yeah, that
PZ
is
one.
SDK I've said.
Mhm.
And the PZ one.
Uh-oh. Jesus, just like the amount of infantry that they have on the field is crazy. Look at how like
Yeah.
how big, how like fat the just like the amount of infantry is like on Roma's side to like the center. It's just nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean guards with the UK is pretty nice because you get the paratrooper platoon, and then you also get the guards SP buy for the dual half track buy with the infantry in it, so you can get a lot of high skill infantry spread out all over the map really fast.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Meanwhile,
Jesus.
you know, the other team is relying on their ammo crates. I don't know if it's gonna compare.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna pay
Not
off
even
too
close.
well.
Yeah, not even close. I mean, Japan, basically Vlad has very little left on the map right now. Same with all three of them. They're
Yeah.
struggling to get anywhere.
Geez, here comes a staghound, the 75, the one with the 75 on it.
This is like a really tough spot because, I mean, against three really strong players,
Mm-hmm.
when they're already set up like this, kind of entrenched
Yeah.
on all three middle points, like it's gonna be pretty tough
Yeah,
to
it's
kind
gonna
of
be-
root them out, especially
Yeah.
when Osprey, you know, you have no flame tanks
Yeah.
to help with that, and like Vlad, you know, if he starts using SSDs now, it's not really gonna make a big difference. If he had used suicide chargers and SSDs, you know, at the beginning of the game, you know, may have gotten a little more ground, but
Yeah. Yeah. At this point, it's
it's not gonna help now.
Yeah. I mean, I think possibly like I don't know. I mean, you don't think that right now, if he brought in a SSD and suicide chargers to kind of push in there, because I don't really see much in the way of for like AT like at all. I mean, I guess there's the half track with the 50 on it, but that
Well,
can kill
I
the
mean,
SSD.
Yeah, I mean, there's a Staghound. Roman's just brought in the T-34-85 Elites.
Yeah.
The guards' AT rifles can kill an SSD, and suicide chargers, they're not going to get anywhere because both Cat and Rummage have spread out just near half a dozen, if not more, machine guns all over that point. So,
Mhm.
and they're all, you know, paratrooper or guards machine guns, so they're going to be pretty,
Oh yeah.
pretty accurate. Gonna just take them out. So, I think it's just not not the most optimal buys for Japan. Going up against guards, you know, using regular riflemen to go against guards infantry, they're obviously not going to win that matchup.
Yeah.
Kind of have to spam suicide chargers and, you know, use your SSDs to take out the stronger infantry, but
Right. Right. Yeah.
it's also,
definitely a
you
rough
know,
spot.
classic. You know, about who takes the middle ground first. You know, who can push faster, push further. You know, faster. And when both sides are, you know, high skill players, it's going to be hard to uproot them from, you know, a defensive position like this.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, it's gonna be really hard. I think they got an okay chance on the right, but on the left, man, it's just not looking good. I see Spuck brought in that Stug 3 ace.
Yeah, right. Roma's moving his T-34 Elite or 85 Elite right now
yeah.
to counter it. I don't know. I mean, I guess the Stug can kill a Churchill, but why use a Stug Ace to kill a Churchill Kangaroo? I guess
Yeah.
maybe he doesn't have anything else. But
there
yeah,
goes
just
the
like
Stug.
that. Yeah, I mean, you expose it like that.
Yeah.
Try to get lucky with a few APCR shots, didn't work out for him, and then Romich just pretty easily countered it.
Yeah. Oh, it's rough, man. Yeah. He's moving.
Now
His...
Romich is taking his spawn, or Cat is taking Vlad's spawn point, where he was.
Yeah. I mean, if he's there right now, I mean, there's gonna be more coming. They might not get it right now, but they're gonna get it here in a second, I think. Unfortunately, for Loom Bandits.
Rock River now bringing in his own Stug Ace.
Oh yeah, let's see how this goes.
I mean, the issue with it is, like, it's not like Ukraine Bias is really dominating because of their armor. You know, they're dominating right now because of their infantry play and
Yeah.
their infantry micro. So the Stug Ace doesn't really have any like prime targets
Yeah. Yeah.
to take out right now. And the second it exposes itself, Romich can just counter it with his T-30 485.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah, I mean even if Rock was able to get a lucky shot on this thing and kill the T-30 45, I mean, is it gonna push back? Are they gonna gain a lot of ground from that? I really don't think so, unfortunately. Oh, there it goes.
There it goes. Yeah, I mean, just like I said, he pulls it up, takes a shot with it, exposes its position, and then Romich immediately counters it. So, not a whole lot of use out of the Stug Ace in this scenario, I don't think. It could just be that he had nothing else to buy, and might as well, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. See Spuck in here with the Brumbar. I think he's pushing him up a little close, like pretty much right next to where the Stug died. Oh, Roma's heading to the east though.
I don't know
Rock.
if I agree with the late production Brumbar. I mean, it will destroy the Churchill Kangaroo, but like, why not get the like the Nebel 41 for your SP? Because the Ostfront, just for one more SP, you can get the big Nebel. With those big rockets, which will help you
Like
at least
Zavus
help
rockets.
you. Yeah, exactly. Which will basically help you clear out at least some of this inventory. So he's putting a lot of emphasis on killing this kangaroo.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, even if he kills it, like, it's not going to be too detrimental to what they're doing right now.
No, I mean the kangaroo. Ice is using the kangaroo basically exactly how it's, at least in my opinion, meant to be used. It's just a bullet sponge. It's just gonna sit there, take a bunch of shots, force your opponent to kind of expose their anti-tank, and then you can counter it. So
Yeah, that's a good point. It's probably exact. He probably doesn't even care about fixing the track there, because just like what you're saying, it's exposing their anti-tank. He's showing them what he's got to yeah. And here comes the Brumbar, gonna shoot again. Ice is bringing up a Firefly. Probably make pretty short work of that Brumbar.
yeah, just the normal Firefly. Yeah. Man, he's getting unlucky with the Brumbar shots though.
Yeah. It's the curse, man. Once you start to lose, at least in my experience in Men of War, it's like nothing goes well. Your guys miss. Everybody, they throw grenades in the trees and it falls on them. It's like nothing works anymore. Yeah, there goes the Brumbar. Oh, actually, he just decrewed it.
Yeah, I think he destroyed the damaged the transmission, and Spuckle just jumped his guys out
Yeah, but
right
the
away to
Firefly's gonna-
hopefully avoid getting shot again. But I mean, I don't think
Yeah.
Ice is gonna fall for that.
No, I don't think so. Can they see it? Is he? He's not looking at the Firefly. Oh,
Yeah, I mean he's there it goes.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would have probably bought the 41, the Nebel 41,
Yeah, I
the
think
big
that would
Nebel.
I think that would have done a better job at just clearing out the infantry, so then maybe they could push up and cap this point over here, the Bravo point.
Right.
Yeah.
Because yeah, maybe he could have cleared up enough infantry to matter, and then push with his own,
Hmm.
and then maybe use Panzerfaust to kill that kangaroo if he wanted to kill it so badly. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this like the infantry ammo crate strat kind of worked for them this match.
Yeah, I
They
don't
may
think
have
so.
had better luck just buying, trying to push, maybe pushing with those, and then kind of setting up with more elite infantry in the back. But I don't think Ice really ever gave him an opportunity to slow down and kind of set up. So
Yeah, I don't think so. And his Tiger, I think, is about to have the same fate as those other units. Oh, no, it's still good. Kangaroo's still fine.
dude, he's still trying to kill this kangaroo. It's,
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe just to do it at this point.
yeah, I guess so. I mean, he's sitting on only 200 MP, so it's looking near impossible for them to come back, or for him to come back at this point.
Yeah. And here comes Ice's paratroopers right on the Tiger.
Hmm.
Yep, here we go. Oh no.
Oh,
He's gonna point blank Piat.
Oh,
Oh, my
man.
god.
yeah, landed right next to it. That was
Yeah.
pretty lucky.
And there goes the Tiger. These tank crewmen are about to just get slaughtered.
Oh man. Yeah, over on the east side, I think Romich and Vlad are just having a mortar duel right now.
Are they?
Yeah, PM is winning pretty handily.
Yeah, I see the 150 has the tubes messed up. Yeah, they're defending their natural now on the west.
Yeah, it's safe to call it. I mean, I think we knew as soon as Ukraine bias got was pushing into all three center points and setting themselves up, spreading out their high skill infantry. It was over.
Yeah, I think
It's gonna be with the players on that team. If you don't have the skill set, like it's gonna be almost impossible to root them out.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think we can definitely project that Loom Bandits are gonna lose this and Ukraine will move on to the final.
Now it becomes the classic end game of just the battle for who can get the highest scoring unit
Yeah.
in the game, who can mop up the most points.
Spuck making a death run with his Puma with the 75 on it. Oh, he wants to kill this Staghound very badly. Oh man, I think that the Firefly is about to end it. Yeah, I think the Firefly is about to kill him. Oh boy.
Firefly can die to that thing.
Yeah.
If it gets hit with a heat round. Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, he just killed
Kill
2
some of the
crew out of it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it's gone though. T-30-45 again from Rummage.
Oh, really? Yeah. There goes their 150 mortar as well. Did their mortar kill some type of vehicle? Oh, I think, did it kill the stag hound that was on the east? I missed it because he was saying that he said the based mortar, and then Roma said something about it was tracked anyway. So I wonder if the 150 millimeter destroyed the stag hound over here.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I did miss that as well. Not that it mattered at all.
Oh, it's kind of a cool hit, but yeah, it's not going to make a difference here.
I love it. Now Romit's just pushing
Yeah, look at this. Look at this.
pushing the half tracks into their spawn.
Oh, man.
Kill their officers in the back.
Whoa. Oh, is that the torpedo? Yep. They got a Cheeto. Vlad is a Cheeto just chilling there. Oh. I'm sure the T-34 is rushing up somewhere to kill that Cheeto. Where is that thing?
Yeah, he's direct controlling it right now. He's backing it up.
The Cheeto?
The T-34-85.
Oh. Oh yeah, I see it. Oh no, that's I see the Archer. Or the Achilles. Oh, there it is. I see it. The Cheeto has a cool hold down position there, but I mean it's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting hit right now anyway. There goes the OS front T-34-85.
Oh, where? I didn't even hear that they had one. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Firefly took it out.
Hmm.
Achilles taking out that Cheeto.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Cheeto is still crewable though. But yeah, it's not gonna make a difference. Just desperately repairing it. Is that kangaroo still there? Jesus. Let's go mobile bunker. Here comes the AVRE. Or no, this isn't the AVRE. The 57 Churchill. Going its max speed of like 5 miles an hour. Ah, Chi-Ha.
Yeah, 120. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Using it to
Nice.
firing at a half track.
At a half track. Oh, here comes the Achilles. Oh, and Spuck brought on the KV, the German KV. The pack on it.
more Firefly targets. That's all it is.
Yeah, at this point. I wonder. Oh, he's running it in there, man. Oh, hit, bounce. It didn't do anything to it.
Bounced off the gun too. That was interesting.
Yeah. Fired, nothing. I think the Fireflies. Oh, and Firefly shot missed.
I mean, Firefly doesn't have any armor to
Oh, there we go.
duel it, but it has the
Yeah.
range advantage.
Spuck killed 3 crew, including the tank commander. Got the loader and the driver, or the loader and the the loader and the driver right now.
Oh no, just T-3045
Oh, wow.
Elite goes up to the GL 120.
Nice.
Oh man, that 120 mil mortar though, the PM38 is just basically firing straight into their spawn, basically just
Oh,
killing
really?
everything that runs out. Yeah.
Jesus. Here comes the Churchill. Oh, and there goes the German KV to what? Oh, to a tulip.
Staghound Tulip, same one he's had since the beginning.
Yep. How many kills does that thing have? 5
40.
vehicle kills, 40 infantry kills. Damn.
Yeah. Ukraine bias putting on a show here.
Yep. There's the movable bunker from Cat with his Churchill. Oh, something killed the pack. Oh no, that was a pack 38.
I definitely think that
Oh,
they had the better. Oh, nice.
There
You did
goes-
get that. You got the Staghound.
did
Yeah.
get it, yeah.
I definitely think that they had the better side of the map. I mean, they knew they were choosing the better side.
Yeah,
So that definitely helped him out. And I mean, just using the infantry, you know, that the SP infantry that both the UK and the guards get against, I guess, a whole bunch of support crew. I guess
yeah.
wasn't. I mean,
Wasn't
Yeah, it was-
optimal. Maybe to like
No.
charge into points or something, but yeah, it wasn't like to hold back these better infantry on the Ukraine bias side. It just was not enough.
yeah, because I mean, yeah, sure, you're getting a deal for it. Like it's cheaper to to get 2 K98s, but do you want all your squads to just be, you know, 10 dudes all with K98s?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, probably not.
no. I can see it being used though, like instead of buying single buys, you know, like to flesh out your line, or maybe to put on the edges of the map, make sure no one
Yeah.
sneaks around you. Like in those scenarios, for sure. Like you grab the ammo crate because it's cheaper, but it's like they were using it as their main kind of
Yeah, the
main
main
kind of
infantry.
squad.
Straight up main infantry. Yeah, I don't think it was yeah, maybe like you're saying, you know, for things like that, but yeah, not as like a main infantry, especially when you got elite infantry coming at you and pushing your lines and stuff.
Yeah, and Romich just having one of his guys take off the 50 cal off the destroyed half track and blow up the Puma from behind with it. Hip firing 50 cal.
Was that the 50 that made it detonate?
Yeah, he just
Oh, shit.
grabbed the 50 and hip fired it straight into the back of the Puma.
Yeah. He's just walking up there holding the 50 cal now. He's just standing on the trench shooting it in the hip. Oh, there he goes.
Hmm. They're not getting too lucky against these Churchill chassis, because both the Brumbar and the Chiha 120 tried killing it, and they haven't had any luck so far.
On the kangaroo?
The Brumbar against the Kangaroo, yeah, didn't have any luck, and then now, oh my god.
Oh no, there go both
Oh.
Chiha 120s. That was cool that he had two. That was pretty cool. God, yeah, that sucks.
Against a land mattress too.
Yeah,
It's gotta feel bad.
yeah. Oh, Spuck with a T-34 German capture.
He'll finally kill the kangaroo. Just you wait.
That's his mission. Doesn't even matter if they win anymore. What's this? What did Ice bring in? Oh, a comet.
Oh, yeah.
And there it
To
goes.
replace the Firefly. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's still crewable. Huh. That's weird. It like killed all the crew inside, but it only got tracked?
Hmm.
Unless I missed
Yeah,
that.
I mean it's gone now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And there it is. One more point.
Yeah, one more point. Well, that's that. And the game semifinals match goes to Ukraine bias.
Yep, GG, well played all.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was a good one
Yeah, that was.
Until-
was
until it wasn't.
yeah. Looking at the scores right now. Yeah. That was rough, but alright, we'll shoot. I'm gonna go into their chat and see what they're saying. I'm gonna see if I don't know if Roma and Ice can play tomorrow, so I might see if they can do it, if the other team, if 3-2-1 can do it today, and we just do the final today, but I'm not sure yet.
Alright. I'll hop in there with you.
Yeah. I'll let you know. I'll let you know what they say. All right, man. I'm gonna jump in there and see what they're gonna say.
Alright.
All right, later. Hello.